Hey everyone, welcome to Your Ultimate Comeback. This is a special episode. I wanted to add this in. I get a lot of questions around sleep. And I know we've talked about sleep on here before, but I just wanted to put another episode in on sleep strategy to help you optimize your sleep. With busy professionals, parents, we're so stressed out and we're so just, our time is so limited that it's hard to get enough sleep in. And a lot of us want to sleep more, but we get into it and we really struggle. It's hard to fall asleep. It's hard to stay asleep. We wake up in the mornings dragging. People ask a lot about, can I use naps? So I just want to kind of do a little dive into that and give you some good strategies and hacks you can implement to start improving your sleep, okay? So let's start off with ideal amounts of sleep. We want 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. That is the ideal amount of sleep to get. And play with it, because I notice with myself, 7 hours is just not enough for me. I need 8. If I get 8 hours a night, I feel absolutely incredible. At 7 hours a night, I'm still dragging a little bit. Unfortunately, my schedule forces me to get 7 most nights. So I'm at the low end of it, but I always try to push more as often as I can. One of the biggest, most important factors around sleep that is from a beneficial standpoint is that if you can focus on going to bed at the same time every night and waking up about the same time every night, that is really, really powerful. So the first tip I want to give you is try to build a schedule around going to bed and getting up at the same time as much as possible, night and morning, day by day. I have it set up. I'm always in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock at the latest. I have that 30-minute window, Monday through Sunday. Every once in a while, I will have a late night out, but I try to really limit those because that has a really negative effect on me. Even if I, not even alcohol or anything like that, just the change in sleep, falling asleep time and waking time has a big impact. Even if I'm still getting that 7 to 9, my body doesn't like it, and most people's are the same. So even the new phones now, I know the iPhones for sure, you can set it to where it gives you an alert when it's time to start slowing down to get ready for bed, and then a window to wake up every single morning. So you can use those alerts to help you with that. Number 2, you want to really limit, I'm sure you've heard a lot about this, blue light in the hours before bed. What I like now is there's like night guards and stuff like that on most devices, meaning that it'll turn from a blue light to a red light at a certain time. There's now like these glasses you can wear that are red light glasses. You can wear those in the evening time because we're just stimulated by blue light, the TVs, our screens, the lights in general that we're around. So putting those red light glasses on in the evening times can really help improve your sleep. There are some things I like to do before bed. I think everyone talks about morning routines. I think evening routines are even more beneficial than morning routines because it's telling your brain it's time to calm down and get ready for bed. So there are lots of things you can do, but I like the last hour of the evening to be focused around sleep routine. I tell people 60 minutes before bed, stop checking email, stop checking your text messages. If you're in the world of business, you know nothing good is coming in that window of time. Someone's going to dump something they're struggling with on your plate. They're going to go to bed, and now you're going to be up all night thinking about it, not being able to do anything about it till the next day anyways. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, do not check your text messages and emails. It typically will just stimulate you and keep you from being able to fall back asleep. I like people to focus on things like take a bath, stretch, read a real book. Don't read a Kindle, right? Again, we don't want the blue lights. Read a real book. I'd much rather you have a glass of wine and a great conversation with someone you love than to stare at the TV for the last hour of the night. I know a lot of people like to unwind with a specific show. That's fine. Like I get it if that's your thing. But reading a book or having conversations or relaxing, stretching, meditating, things that calm the body down are much more beneficial before bed. So I like to stretch a little bit, do a 10-minute meditation. I have found I used to meditate in the morning. I started meditating in the evening before bed. Holy cow. It's been a really big game changer on my level of deep sleep. So it calms my brain down. Something I like people to do right before they're going to go to sleep is to write down the top 3 most important things they have to do the next day. The brain is built to constantly worry and think about what it has to get done. It doesn't want to forget what it has to remember. When you write it down, it can relax because it's written down. And then write in a grateful journal, just 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. It shifts subconscious. We got to remember our brains are wired to live in the wild. So they're wild to constantly be seeking danger. So it's always worried about what's trying to get me. When you're going to bed at night, the doors are locked, the windows are locked. You're in a pretty safe environment compared to being in the wild. So when you write down the things you're grateful for, it shifts your brain from all the things it needs to worry about to how good and relaxed your life is, and it will dramatically improve your sleep. So have some type of pre-bed routine. There are some pre-bed snacks that I really like. I like full-fat Greek yogurt and a little bit of fruit, or full-fat cottage cheese and a little bit of fruit. High tryptophan-based foods, a little bit of the fructose-based scenario will take tryptophan to serotonin to melatonin, will help you sleep better. Tart cherry juice and a banana are two great tools to enhance melatonin naturally. It'll help you sleep better. So if you're somebody that kind of gets hungry at night or looking for a pre-bed snack, those are great options. I even like Thorne has a product called Recovery. It's a protein powder mix that is a tryptophan-based protein powder mix. It's another tool I like if you want a little shake right before bed to improve sleep. It's awesome. It has magnesium and all kinds of things in it to help calm your brain down. So if you're looking for a pre-bed snack, that's another great option. It's by Thorne. It's called Recovery. I like the chocolate one. It's really nice tasting. It's very relaxing. I throw it in some almond milk. You can even heat it up a little bit so it's nice and warm. Some of my favorite supplements before bed. There are some really great supplements you can take to improve sleep. Magnesium is my favorite. I talk about this one all the time because it works so dang well. And I like Thorne's magnesium bisglycinate. You can find it right on Amazon. Just one scoop of that in water before bed really, really helps calm the body down, calm the brain down, and induce a better state of sleep. If you're somebody whose mind spins at night before bed, you lay in bed, your mind just goes wild, take theanine, Theanine. 200 milligrams of that is phenomenal at calming your brain down. And then last, I'm actually a big fan of fish oil before bed. It doesn't really have a calming effect, but it helps thin the blood a little bit when you sleep. Calms the heart rate down, all that good stuff. So 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of a mix of EPA and DHA right before bed works wonderfully. I've recently been using one called Wiley, Wiley, Wild Alaskan Fish Oil. It's a liquid fish oil. It tastes really good. It's super absorbable. I can't do the capsules. I burp. When I take capsules, I burp up fish oil. I hate that. But I found this Wiley fish oil. It's a high concentrate fish oil, and it tastes really good. But I like that at night to help with my blood scenario. I'm bringing my heart rate down, calming the blood down. It has a very good cardiovascular benefit, and it brings inflammation down. That's a really nice tool as well. So there's 3 great supplements you can take before bed to help induce a better state of sleep. If you wake up in the middle of the night, what should you do? You definitely should not look at your phone or turn the TV on. If you're lying in bed for more than 10 minutes, you can't fall back asleep, I recommend you get up and you do something calming. Either meditate or stretch for a few minutes. Calm the body back down. If your mind's spinning out, write in a grateful journal, write whatever you're thinking about, write it down, and write some things you're thankful for down. And that'll help calm you back down. Make sure you keep the lights off. That's really powerful. If you turn the lights on, it's over. If you keep the lights off, you meditate, you stretch, or if your brain's spinning, you write those things down, it typically help you fall back asleep. The one thing I will do, if someone's mind's just going crazy, writing things down isn't helping. If you have the iPhone and you have it in night guard where it's the red screen versus the white screen, open up Tetris and play that for 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes. It just takes 10 minutes. Those patterning games, Tetris, Candy Crush, they've actually been shown to calm your brain down. It should help you fall back asleep. You can also use that before bed, but make sure the night guard's on or you have the red light glasses on so the blue light doesn't stimulate the pineal gland. Play that for 10 minutes before bed. It's a great tool for people whose minds are spinning. It actually calms the brain down. So one time I let people look at their phones if before bed or in the middle of the night if they wake up is for that scenario. Now, if you wake up with poor energy, what are some things you can do? They talk a lot about having your first cup of coffee 90 minutes after you've woken up. It helps all those things that make you sluggish clear out before you have the caffeine. If you seem late too quick, it can disrupt things and make you crash later in the day. So if you wake up, you have poor energy, a couple things you can do. If you have a cold plunge, jump in that. That'll wake you up. If you don't have a cold plunge, take a cold shower. Just 1 to 3 minutes under cold water will activate the dopamine and create a little bit of an adrenaline response and really wake you up. I know it doesn't sound super comfortable, but it's great for optimizing energy. One thing I do love, if you have had a poor night's sleep and you need to perform well and you're just dragging, try the scoop of creatine in the morning. That can really help. But my favorite is when you go to have your cup of coffee, use taurine, Taurine. It's just an amino acid. About 1,000 milligrams of taurine with your caffeine will dramatically optimize your ability to function well that day. If you look at most energy drinks, they all have taurine in them, and it's for this specific reason. But I find coffee and taurine to be a much better combo than what you find in the energy drinks. And it doesn't tend to have all that extra crap that's in the energy drinks as well. So it's a really nice tool. Other things you can do are power breathing. Wim Hof has a breathing scenario on his app, the Wim Hof app. It's power breathing. It's breathing in a way that's very powerful to wake your brain up. And it's really great. You open that up and you just do the breathing with him. And that is a really great tool to really oxygenate the brain and wake you up in a natural scenario. So it doesn't always have to be just lots of caffeine. Cold plunge, power breathing. Those are two really good tools you can use to wake yourself up. I have an Airdyne bike in my garage. It's a Rogue Airdyne bike. And I find sometimes if I'm just dragging and tired, I'll just jump on that for 5 minutes to get the blood flowing. So if you have options, something like that, that can help as well. Just get a little bit of activity first thing in the morning will help oxygenate the body, get your blood flowing, and wake you up as well. So if I'm in an extreme state, this is what I'll do. If I wake up, I just slept horrible the night before, I have a full day of clients, I need my brain to work well, I will literally wake up, I'll jump on my Airdyne bike for 5 to 10 minutes, I'll jump on my cold plunge for a minute, and I'll do power breathing for 3 to 5 minutes. And that combination right there will really wake me up. And then a little bit later, I'll have my coffee and my taurine, and I'm dialed for that day. Now, that's not a tool that says, oh, well, I'm just going to go cheat sleep every night and I'll do that morning little routine to optimize and wake myself up. That's not a great idea. If you've had a bad night and you need to optimize yourself that way to get through a day, great, and then catch back up on your sleep, okay? And really make sure on the weekends you try to stay on the same sleep-wake cycle. Okay, that is so powerful at optimizing your energy and enhancing the benefits of sleep is staying on the same sleep schedule as much as absolutely possible. Okay, and I want to leave you one last thing. The more you exercise, the more you physically exert the human body, the more sleep you need. Most professional athletes I work with, they sleep 10 to 12 hours a night. They need the extra sleep to recover from the workload. So if you're someone who loves to exercise a ton, like you're doing, 2-3 workouts a day, and you're just unwilling to back off, I am begging you, increase the amount of sleep that you're getting to offset the damage being done from the training and to drive better recovery. If you're someone that loves to train a lot, great. You better be eating more food and you better be sleeping more. So the more you train, the more you need to eat, the more you need to sleep. You have to recover from the amount of volume you're exerting on the body. It's hypercritical you do that, okay? So just a quick one, some short little tidbits on some hacks on how to optimize your sleep. Sleep is the number one most important factor for a healthy metabolism, a great looking body, great performance in the gym, and the likelihood of living a long, enjoyable, productive life.